Have you ever wondered how the European Union, a political and economic union of 27 member states, came into existence? Picture it. The year is 1945 and the world has witnessed the devastating effects of the Second World War. The landscape of Europe is scarred and its nations are left in ruins. Amidst this chaos and destruction, a glimmer of hope emerges. Leaders across the continent begin to envision a future where such a catastrophic event could never happen again. One of these visionaries was Robert Schuman, a French statesman. Schuman believed that reconciliation and economic interdependence were the keys to lasting peace in Europe. He proposed the creation of a common market for coal and steel among European nations. His vision was shared by others, including Winston Churchill, who famously called for the creation of a United States of Europe. In 1951, their vision began to materialize. 6 countries, Belgium, Germany, France, Italy, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands, came together to sign the Treaty of Paris. This treaty established the European Coal and Steel Community, an organization designed to regulate the coal and steel industries among its member nations. This was a revolutionary idea. By pooling together these essential resources, these countries were not only promoting economic cooperation, but also making the prospect of war among them materially impossible. The European Coal and Steel Community represented the first concrete step towards a united Europe. This was not just about coal and steel. It was about forging a new path for Europe, a path of peace, cooperation, and shared prosperity. It was about creating a community where nations, once sworn enemies, could work together for their mutual benefit. The creation of the European Coal and Steel Community marked the genesis of an idea that would evolve over the decades into the European Union we know today. It was a bold and ambitious project, one that required the courage, vision, and determination of its founders. The seed of unity was planted, and from it the European Union began to take shape. From a humble beginning, the European Union started to grow, both in members and in scope. A significant catalyst for this growth was the signing of the Treaty of Rome in 1957. This treaty was a milestone in European history, as it established 2 new communities, the European Economic Community, or EEC, and the European Atomic Energy Community, also known as Euratom. The EEC was designed to create a common market and a customs union among its 6 founding members, Belgium, Germany, France, Italy, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands. It aimed to remove trade barriers and promote economic cooperation, fostering prosperity and peace in a continent ravaged by 2 world wars. On the other hand, Euratom was created to promote the peaceful use of nuclear energy. It sought to ensure the regular supply of ores and fuels, encourage research and development, and establish uniform safety standards. The Treaty of Rome was more than just a simple agreement. It was a bold declaration of unity and cooperation, an assertion that the nations of Europe were stronger together than apart. It laid the groundwork for the modern European Union, paving the way for a future of shared progress and prosperity. The first enlargement of the European Union took place in 1973, 16 years after the Treaty of Rome. The United Kingdom, Ireland, and Denmark joined the Union, increasing the number of member states to 9. This was a significant step forward, as it marked the first time that countries outside the initial 6 founders decided to take part in this grand project. This expansion was a testament to the success of the European project. It showed that the idea of a united Europe, once a distant dream, was becoming a tangible reality. The European Union was not just growing in size, but also in ambition. It was not satisfied with simply being a common market or a customs union. It aspired to be a true union of nations, a beacon of peace, prosperity, and unity in a world often marred by division and conflict. The Union was expanding, and with it, the vision of a united Europe was becoming a reality. The 80s and 90s were a period of significant evolution for the European Union. As the calendar turned to the 90s, the year 1992 marked a watershed moment for the EU. The creation of the single market was a groundbreaking development, a testament to the power of unity and collaboration. It was more than just an economic policy, it was an embodiment of the EU's commitment to create a seamless, borderless Europe. The single market was designed to break down barriers, to allow goods, services, capital, and people to move freely across national borders. It was a bold vision, and it worked. The single market boosted trade, increased competition, and fostered innovation. It created a level playing field for businesses big and small, and opened up a world of opportunities for consumers. Yet the 90s held more in store for the EU. In 1993, the Maastricht Treaty was signed, and with it, the European Union was officially formed. The Maastricht Treaty was more than a name change, it laid the groundwork for the creation of a single currency, the euro. But it was also about more than economics. It was about creating a sense of shared identity, a sense of belonging to something bigger than one's own country. The Maastricht Treaty also expanded the EU's remit. It paved the way for a common foreign and security policy, set the stage for cooperation in justice and home affairs, and established the EU's commitment to uphold and promote human rights. It was a testament to the EU's ambition and its vision for a united, peaceful, and prosperous Europe. These developments were important not just for the EU, but for the world. The single market and the Maastricht Treaty sent a clear message. The EU was committed to deep economic integration, to working together for the common good, and to playing a key role on the global stage. The European Union was evolving, and so too was its influence on the world stage. The new millennium brought new developments for the European Union. As the clock struck midnight on the 1st of January 2002, 12 member states began using a single currency, the euro, a tangible symbol of European unity. This was a significant leap towards economic integration, aiming to boost cross-border trade, stabilize economies, and make traveling more straightforward for Europeans. The euro's introduction wasn't just about economics though, it was about identity. For the first time, Europeans from Dublin to Athens could pull the same coins and notes from their pockets. It was a powerful statement, a whisper of a shared future that echoed through marketplaces and cafes across the continent. But the European Union wasn't done growing. In 2004, it embarked on the largest single expansion in its history. 10 new countries, mostly from the former Eastern Bloc, joined the Union, extending its borders and influence from the Baltic to the Black Sea. This eastern enlargement brought a surge in territory, states, and population, marking a significant geopolitical shift. With these new member states came diverse cultures, languages, and histories, enriching the EU's tapestry. But it also brought challenges. Economic disparities between old and new members, political differences, and concerns about migration created tensions. The Union had to navigate these choppy waters while maintaining the momentum of integration and expansion. The implications of these changes were profound. The EU became a major global player, wielding significant economic and political clout. It was a beacon of stability and prosperity, attracting countries seeking to join its ranks. But the road wasn't always smooth. The Eurozone faced economic crises, and the Union grappled with questions about its future direction, sovereignty, and the balance between integration and national identity. Yet, through all the challenges and debates, the European Union continued to evolve, to adapt, and to grow. The story of the EU is one of resilience and transformation, a testament to the power of shared dreams and collective action. The European Union had grown into a major global player, but challenges lay ahead. Today, the European Union faces unprecedented challenges. As we journey into the present day, we find the EU amidst an array of complex issues, each with its own set of intricate dynamics. A prominent issue that has rocked the EU in recent years is Brexit. The departure of the United Kingdom, one of the Union's largest economies, has raised questions about the future of the EU and its principles of integration and free movement. Brexit has sparked debates about sovereignty, with some member states questioning the balance of power between national governments and EU institutions. Simultaneously, the EU grapples with a refugee crisis, as millions of people fleeing war and poverty look to Europe for sanctuary. This situation has put a strain on the EU's resources, tested its unity, and provoked debates about its responsibilities towards refugees. Amidst these challenges, debates over sovereignty and integration have intensified. The EU's motto, "United in Diversity," hints at the delicate balance it seeks to strike, fostering unity while respecting the individual identities and sovereignty of its member states. This has proven to be a difficult task, as the EU navigates the complexities of an increasingly interconnected world. Yet despite these trials, the European Union has shown remarkable resilience. It has weathered economic downturns, political upheavals, and societal changes, emerging stronger each time. The Union's commitment to its core values of peace, solidarity, and democratic governance remains unshaken. The EU is constantly evolving, adapting to new realities, and seeking innovative solutions to its problems. Its journey is a testament to the power of unity and cooperation. It's a journey that has been marked by both triumphs and tribulations. As we look to the future, The European Union stands at a crossroads. It must reconcile its ambitions for further integration with the realities of national sovereignty. It must navigate the complexities of globalization while preserving its core values. It's a delicate balancing act, but one that the EU has shown it is capable of handling. The European Union continues to evolve and its story is far from over.